A wine label. Vaynerchuk, a fine New Jersey Cabernet. Red wine is poured into a glass, bubbles bounce, glass morphs into computer screen, Wine Library TV, changing the wine world.
Hello everybody, welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And we go with the big ass glass because we're going with two big ass hot, up and coming California wines. Mott.
Wine on the left.
BookerWines.com.
Wine on the right.
Mott. DrewWines.com. Link them up because these are mailing list wines. These are two wines that when the next upswing, and it's hard to get, will probably be hard for us to get. So they're good mailing lists for you Vaniacs to get on. Just get on them. I don't think there's any major commitment. But really interesting wines. And I think that I'm pretty darn excited about this. So, Booker, 2008 white. Biodynamic. Justin Smith from Saxum was the original winemaker. Then Stephen Aseo from Levature. And now Eric Jensen.
He pours the Booker.
Is making the wines since '05. Booker is pretty nerdy stuff. This is 60% Viognier. Excuse me, 60% Roussanne, 40% Viognier. 40 U.S. bones. Mott, this is a pretty, I like the wax top. You like this? Pretty cool. Let's see what Eric Jensen is doing here.
He sniffs.
He went out to farm in Paso.
He sniffs, then swirls as he speaks.
Supplied a lot of fruit to Saxum, Villa Creek, so has a great reputation. Many of you may know I'm a huge fan of the white Rhone varietals. This is Roussanne Viognier. Very classic white varietals from the Rhone Valley, doing amazing things in this part of California. Just really interesting wines.
He looks to the right.
Oh, I think I might be Brandt. Probably talking about my trade I just made with Brandon. Big wine, big structure, great color, just great golden color. Let's snip it up.
He puts his nose deep in the glass.
You get a little corn on the cob action on the nose right off the bat.
Sniffs, using his cupped hand as a seal.
Little hints of, but really nice, like Asian spice, acacia white flower.
He sniffs.
Coming through. Little pineapple even, subtly. Tropical fruit, very nice nose, very aromatically exciting. This is what I love about the Rhone varietals, Roussanne, Viognier, Marsanne, which is not part of this.
He sips and swishes the wine in his mouth, aerating it with small intakes of air. He crinkles his brow and spits into the Jets helmet spittoon. He swirls the wine in the glass.
Wow. Great acid, wow.
He drinks again. He moves the wine around in his mouth and spits into the Jets helmet spittoon.
I needed to retaste it because I don't want to go there without I'm sure that I want to go there. Big wine, 14.9 alcohol, and you feel it. But man, oh man, the viscosity, the oily, almost olive oil texture of this wine. Great length, beautiful little like peanut oil flavors in the mid palate, just gorgeous. Absolutely spectacular star fruit and almost like a kiwi.
He twirls the wine in the glass.
Guava papaya action on the back end. Little structured finish that's so tight. What a great finish. My God.
He drinks again and swallows the wine.
I gotta drink it to make sure here. Kind of like LeBron finished that one game against the Pistons like in 05 or 06 where he scored like the last 30 points. This finish is spectacular. Big shout out. Big shout out to Eric Jensen. You made a spectacular bottle of white wine. 40 bones, ripping steel. You go to the Rhone Valley and you drink a white wine of this quality, this viscosity, this structure, this mid-palate, this transition flavor, this length, this silkiness, you're paying $80 to $90. I'm in love with this wine. I'm going to score this wine 94 points. Mott, you know how rarely we go there. That's a big-ass score. I think this wine is spectacular, but if you like white wine that can pair with just tremendous cuisine, I mean, I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant right now. A little underdressed, but I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant right now. I want this great dish, little pigeon, little mushroom puree, little truffle oil, and I just want to drink this. I'm like, I'm in a delicious zone, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
He drinks, nods, and spits. He gives a thumbs up.
Good for you, Eric. Booker, white, 08, rips it.
He takes the bottle on the right and pours.
It's a good start.
Dumps the red wine out.
2 bottle shows are working out so far, 3 for 3. Let's see if Drew, 07, Broken Leg Vineyard from Anderson Valley, you know I'm excited about that. Syrah, 07, 13.8 alcohol, 175 cases, 90 Parker, 90 Reynolds, 32 Bones. Let's see if they can keep it going.
He pours and
I hope
swirls.
so. Let's see what's going on here. A little snippy sniff.
He puts his nose deep in the glass.
Really dark black flavoring again, black pepper for days.
Sniffs again.
Very Northern Rhone on the initial attack. Black cherry kirsch,
He inhales.
little charcoal, very nice. Let's give it a whirl.
He drinks the wine and aerates it with little sips of air. He looks straight ahead and spits into the Jets helmet spittoon.
Jason and Molly Drew.
He wipes his mouth.
Jason originally planted vineyards, I think, in Stags Leap District. Was assistant winemaker at Babcock, which is a producer I'm pretty fond of. Went full time in the mid 2000s, I think, or
Swirls.
somewhere in that range. Husband and wife team, small producer. Fair price, 32 Bones, not too bad. A lot of newbies want to go a little higher. I like that. Double 90 points, Reynolds and Parker, so great job there. 32 Bones, and packing some punch. I like the nose a little bit more than the palate.
He sniffs.
I think it's a very intriguing wine aromatically.
He sips and swishes the wine in his mouth. He picks up the Jets helmet spittoon, but swallows.
Great minerality on this wine. Come on, we're going through a little bit of we're going through a golden era of Wine Library TV here. Wines are just delivering. You know, I'm going to go for the hat trick. I'm going to follow Parker and Josh Reynolds, and I'm also going to slap a 90-point score on this at 32 Bones, pushing it.
Touches the
this
Booker.
This is a ripping value at 40 Bones. I'm not kidding. Big ups to Booker. I'm serious. $75, $80 in the Rhone Valley. This, to me,
The Syrah.
is a refreshing example of California being fair in its price point. I mean, this is the kind of wine that normally is like $45, $50 because they're new and they're chic. But I think they priced it accordingly. At $32, it's probably a $28 to $35 wine for me. So at 32 Bones, I feel pretty good about it. And I really feel like a sellout. I kind of am uncomfortable with these glowing reviews show after show. I've had a good run, even the rosés before that. I mean, this has been a good run.
He points to the left.
Johnny K walking by. Let's give him a quick little Johnny K look.
Camera pans to a man walking down the hall
Johnny
outside
K!
Gary's glass-walled office.
Did you get him? Good wines. I mean, USA. I mean, a good showing for California. Paso Robles and Anderson Valley, two amazing places. It's not just Napa and Sonoma, people. California continues to shine in new different places. Lodi, Anderson Valley, I'm obsessed with. And I like this wine.
He smells the Syrah.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Great job by Drew. I have to admit, I'm only human. I'm trying, but I'm only human. After I love this, I'm like, you know what? This is getting a little ridiculous. I'm liking everything. I mean, we went through months where I liked less wines than I did this little batch, but
He drinks the Syrah. Looks in the glass, shrugs his shoulders, nods, and spits.
it's really good. 90 points. 94-90. Ugh. I'm ridiculous, but it is the way it is. These are good wines. They're putting me in a good mood. Great wines. Good job, California. That makes me excited. Question of the day. What's the best outside-the-box white wine that you've had this summer? We're in the summer now. We're in.
Touches the
This is an
Booker.
outside-the-box wine. Roussan Viognier. What have you had that you've loved? That's my question. Feeling good about the show. Feeling like we're really hitting a stride.
Moves his bent arms up and down in front of his body like
Right?
he's dancing awkwardly.
You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the world.